So, how do the spiritual midwives work with me? Well, I'm still learning that all the time, and I think it's growing and changing all the time. But really, what happens most of the time is that I start to feel a kind of sense of a buzz around me, and sometimes a little bit of an urgency, like a vibration. If I really don't listen for a long time, it can turn into kind of an anxiety a little bit. And it's really them. I've learned to know that it's really them kind of hovering around me saying, hey, we have something to say, we have something to say. This is important. You need to find a way to listen. And so when I feel that, I've learned to sit down and get quiet and centered in myself and take some deep breaths and just open myself up to them and invite them in. And then I start to write. And most of the time when they're really strong, and I get myself out of the way, I don't even know what I'm writing when I'm writing it. I feel compelled, and sometimes I get very hot, and it just feels like a lot of energy moving through, and then this beautiful message will be there when I'm done. And sometimes I read it and I go, wow, oh, I never thought of it that way, because I don't feel like I wrote it. And oftentimes I'll read it again and again and get new things out of it every time I read them. So it's really magical when that happens. Other times they could show up if I'm doing energy work with somebody. They may show up with other, beautiful light beings, or guides, or family members that have crossed over. Those kinds of beings can show up at healing sessions. But sometimes the midwives will be there to guide me. Sometimes we write together where I am more conscious of it and we're kind of partnering. And so when I wrote Birth Your Spirit Free, it's a combination of them just writing and me writing with them. And it's really interesting. You can tell the difference when you read those different parts of the book. So really, they're just here to help me to convey ways for you and other people on the planet and me to just love ourselves more and love each other more, and to just be here and trust that we are always loved. And it's really beautiful. So I look forward to sharing more of that with you. Thank you.